here at the Pretoria Station, of course, where a lot of leaders have gathered since early this morning to try and encourage South Africans to make sure that they do register to vote in the 2016 local elections scheduled for later this year. So let's speak to some, of the ordinary South Africans who, of course, the leaders have come here to encourage to make sure that they do register to vote so that they don't miss out on the elections later this year. Let's speak to Matshepo here. Matshepo, now you have been receiving some of the flyers that have been handed out to remind you to register to vote. What's your take of that? Will you register? Will you participate in the local elections later this year?
Yes, I'm going to participate this year because I want my voice to be heard.
And as a young woman, part of the youth, why is it important for you to vote to, of course, as you have mentioned, your voice to be heard?
It is important because we have to make sure that we like...
You can speak in your own language, it's fine.
Okay, it's important because we have to raise our voice so that we can elect the right people for this country.
All right. Thank you so much, Matshepo. Of course, there you hear, Matshepo, a young lady saying that it is important to vote. It's important to make your mark so that, as South Africans, you can elect the right leaders in your various municipality. But let's talk to Cedric here. Cedric, of course, you also took one of the flyers being handed out. Tell us more what your interpretation is. Are you now geared up to register to vote and, also vote later this year?
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready. As I'm a South African citizen, I'm ready to vote and to register, to be on a roll call of the registration. And then the pamphlet that they gave us, it encouraged us to go to register today, tomorrow, and on Saturday and Sunday.
Now, of course, a part of voting is to make a positive difference in your various communities, municipalities. What's the difference that you would like to see in your community?
I think we are focusing on the service delivery that is needed to the community. I think the municipality must be service the community as they need, and as they've been ready to go to vote, must not be eligible. And then there are also a community, sometimes they are volatile to register, which is important to go to the registrations.
All right. Thank you so much. Of course, there you hear it from ordinary South Africans, expressing the importance to register, to be able to vote in the 2016 municipal elections later this year. Leanne, it's back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you so much, Patricia, updating us there on the registration weekend. Remember, it's happening this weekend. Please get out there and register. If you've turned age where you're able to vote, go out there, register, take your ID document with you. That's what you need with you, and then you will be a part of that vote as well. Or if you've moved, a lot of us move all the time. And remember, these are municipal elections, which mean that you have to go to your voting station that's in your municipality. That's what you have to do in order to vote. It's not the general elections, these are the municipal elections. It's a big difference. So these elections really do affect the day-to-day runnings of your life. All right, now let's cross over to Palesa. I believe that we're going back to the Northern Cape, where